Are you an overthinker? Or do you have lots of negative thoughts? Unwanted negative thoughts. Often what people tell us to do if we're having negative thoughts is to just think positive ones. Focus on the positive thoughts and not the negative thoughts. And then practice this and that and the other. And it can be bloody exhausting. For me, one of the things that we can do if we're having lots of negative thoughts or overthinking is to just change the way that we look at thoughts in general. That there aren't good thoughts or bad thoughts, negative thoughts or positive thoughts. They're just thoughts. That's it. And I'm going to tell you a secret. Thoughts aren't real. Thoughts are just made up shit. Thoughts just come in our head, and if we don't meddle about with them, then they just go. So it doesn't matter whether they're positive or negative, or what the content is of them. If I shared on here some of the thoughts that I'd actually had, even just over the past couple of days, I'd probably be locked up, which is why I'm going But I don't believe the thoughts that I have. If it's something like, don't forget you've got a doctor's appointment tomorrow, then of course that's a fact. But if it's just a random thought that pings in my mind, I don't even want to share what some of them are. But it's not true. They're not true. Yeah. And I heard a podcast. Well, it wasn't a podcast. It was something from Aaron Turner, who I've recently been introduced to, and I think he's amazing. He works with the 3 principles, which is something that I've been using in my private practice now for 6-7 years-ish, something like that maybe. Yeah, I love the 3 principles. But he said, and I think it's a brilliant metaphor, that thoughts are kind of like watching a movie and thinking it's a documentary. That's food for thought, isn't it? That's what our thoughts are. We treat them as real when they're not. They're just made up. So if you're an overthinker or a negative thinker, just bear that in mind. You don't need to change the thoughts. You just need to understand that they're not real.